What's up, everyone? Scott the TroutHammer here, back out on the water for the first time in quite a while. A couple of reasons for that. Primarily, I had to wait for the trout stocking schedule to, well, make a stock of trout. Yeah, kind of hard to fish my local ponds if there's no fish in them. Another reason, show you guys some stuff. Blub, 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 blub. Big blub, blub, blub. Yeah, they finally installed a fountain and some aerators here at my local pond. Hopefully that's gonna keep the cheese off the surface. So I've been waiting until they got that work done to see how the fishing is now that they've got those installed. Another reason I've been gone for a while, I've been spending a lot of time focusing on my health. You know, I'm down like 30 pounds now. Trying to get back to the point I can do some of the fishing that you guys want to see again. But enough chit chat, let's talk about where we are, what we're doing. So it's still early spring here in Oregon. That means stock trout fishing. That's where they stock the local ponds and lakes in your area with stock trout from the hatcheries. Good, clean, easy, urban fun. And the kind where the only thing you catch is dinner. So that's what we're up to today. We're gonna get some line weight here in a minute, show you guys some tips and tricks along the way, stuff that I do to make me a successful trout fisherman, and I wanna show you to help make you a successful trout fisherman too. But before we do so, if you guys haven't done so already, click that subscribe button down there, notify bell next to it, click all notifications, so you'll be the first to see all the great content that's gonna come from this channel.
Yep, you saw me. There you go, guys. That's a fish. There you go, guys. That's unreal! Oh, this is such an awesome looking fish. Oh, yeah! All right, guys, check that out.
Man, even the harness fits better. Even 30 pounds go a long way. So what are we getting ourselves into right now? So we're in, you know, this is the evening time. We got a nice, beautiful blue sky day, some clouds in the sky, very little wind, and the water is finally starting to clear up. So this hydrilla that you see here, this big salad bed in front of me, that kind of acts like a comb, and that's gonna help grab all the silt and all the junk that's in the water as it just kind of moves around, helps collect it and helps clear out the water. That also means it's gonna be snaggy, just difficult, not impossible. So because we've got some semi-clear water, I'm gonna go with some power bait that's white and kind of clear with blue flake on one side, and because we're in a pressured pond, I'm gonna put some of that tasty goo on here. Now, I've said before in other videos, I don't think this is actually a fish attractant. That's not what I use this stuff for. I use this stuff to mask the human scent. These fish group around people, they know the smell. And this being a pressured pond, the more they're here, the more they know it. So we got this going on a simple split shot Carolina rig. I got about a 1/4 ounce of weight there total, to about 18 inches a leader on the old trusty ultralight. And I actually want this to be somewhere halfway between the tree and that aerator over there. So that aerator is creating some noise and some oxygenated water. Since trout are a predatory species, they're gonna be around there thinking they can ambush some food. Good enough. And we'll set that guy in a rod holder, wait for the doink. And for rod number 2, since we've got some clearer water, we're gonna use a pink 2-inch curly tail grub with a chartreuse 1/32 ounce jig head, and same principle as the tasty goo on the power bait. We've got a crappie nibble on the hook to help mask the human scent. And we're tossing this on the 4-foot ultralight rod with 2-pound test line. And we are searching with this. Yeah, you see that pink stands out nicely in this clear water. So with this tactic here with the grub and the ultralight, distance doesn't matter so much as accuracy. You're not gonna get a whole lot of distance on this setup anyway, but you wanna make accurate short casts. Part of the reason you see I'm not staying directly up to the water right here is because you've probably got a ton of fish right here, right in front of you. If you catch a fish way out there, you know, you make a big bombing cast and you catch a fish way out there and drag it through all that, you're gonna scare off all your potential catches right in front of you. So fish the stuff in front of you first. And so the whole point behind this 2-rod system is to find what the fish are after as quick as possible. You've got one rod where you're fishing a moving lure, the more active fish willing to chase something down. You got the stationary bait with scent on it, and using 2 different colors. So using 2 different colors, 2 different presentations at the same time. Once you see what the fish are going for, lean into that. And as I always have to point out every time I do a video like this, check your regulations before you go fishing and make sure you can use 2 rods in your area. In Oregon, you can use 2 rods if you have the 2-rod endorsement, which I do have. So normally I tell people to stand pat where they're fishing because the trout, they tend to travel in schools, and a lot of times they travel travel the perimeter, sometimes deeper parts of the pond, depending on what time of year it is, what temperature it is outside, what temperature the water is. It's been kind of mild temperatures for the last couple of weeks, so it shouldn't be too warm down there. But basically the school is going around looking for forage. So if you sit in one spot for about 20 minutes at a spot this big, eventually the fish are going to come to you. But since it's spring right now, and I suspect we've got some movers, we're only going to be in the spot for about 15 minutes, and if nothing happens, we're going to start moving around. And I may need to pick a different spot here pretty soon, just because trout aren't going to just be hiding around in all this hydrilla. Oh, this might be doable. And we can use Mr. Cut Down Tree here to hold the rod for us. God, it is just so snaggy everywhere. And it's nice of the city of Albany to install a nice fountain over there and some aerators, and to try to do something with all the cheese that forms on this lake during the summer. Now if they do something with all this hydrilla, and I don't mean herbicide. That's what killed freeway lakes. Yeah, this is just unfishable over here. It's just Scott versus slime. Yeah, that doesn't help either. Even the power bait was just in a big hydrilla bed. No, not fishing this spot either. Everything you see on the surface is emergent grass. All right, there's only one solution. Yep, this looks a lot friendlier. And since we have a little dirtier water, going back to old faithful chartreuse power bait eggs. And we're gonna keep our depth the same on this rig. I don't think we need to change very much. That is a very good sign. Yeah, watch this guy work. Oh, you see something? Oh. Yeah, there's stuff around here if there's an osprey hunting. And since we've also got less to worry about with snags over here. Osprey just dove right in front of those people fishing over there. Pull out a Castmaster with a little UV flash sticker on it. Oh, we got doinkage. Yep, you're still there. You were still there. Oh, another doink. You thinking about it? That was fast. Switched to a second power bait setup and my battery died, and didn't even have a chance to switch out the battery before pulling it out. Already got one on. And that's a good sized trout too. Yeah, I switched over to double power bait because the only action we were getting was on the power bait. Sure enough, rod number 2 didn't take long at all. And that was on that white power bait with blue flake that I showed at the start. Now let's just hope this doesn't end up a one fish video. Well, hello baby ducks. Giving me a clue at the bass are spawning. No, duck doink. Oh, I got that fishy smell back. Sometimes I wish I could bottle it, turn it into a deodorant. So this is basically how the system is supposed to work, how I explained at the start. Once you find what the fish are kind of keyed into, just lean into it. Unfortunately, it's kind of hard to lean into 2 lures if they want to chase something. You can only really fish 1 lure at a time, unless you're unbelievably skilled with your thumbs. But clearly they wanted stationary baits, so stationary bait's where we go. Now I know there's more in here because I've seen a couple of swirls on the surface since we caught the one. Hello, second family of baby ducks. No. Go further out. Thank you. I already had 1 baby duck doink. And I'm actually getting a sneaking suspicion since I went 2 feet deep on that rod. I should go 2 feet deep on this rod as well. And give it a little more tasty goo. If I ever start a bait company, that's what I'm calling the scent. Hit the like and subscribe button if you'd buy some TroutHammer brand tasty goo. Oh, do we got doink? We got doink. Come on. Are you still there? Oh, I didn't even move it. I just tightened up the line. Well, hello. You want to head like right there? The power bait is? Jeez. You're the same one. Where have you been? What's sad is there was a guy that was here like 10 minutes ago fishing right by that tree with a fly rod. I think now would be the time to fish the fly over here. Something happened here. No, it didn't. I saw my line get tight, stay tight, and then went slack. I don't want a one fish trip, but one fish is better than no fish. I saw that doink. What you thinking, fish? Oh, if we get anything else, it better come soon. Sunset's in about 5 minutes. Oh. Yep. There we go. Fish number 2. Yep, deeper was the way to go. Ooh. Small but lively. You and me going fishing in the dark. Power bait getting the job done. Yep. What size? A split shot or egg weight?
Like one of those things like you pinch down.
Oh, you pinch? Split shot.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, got another fish on. This is a better sized fish. Whew. Fighter. It's the best sized fish of the day. What size? Yeah. Here, I'll show you how to tie it. So, what you want to do is you want to put it through the guide so it goes along the back of the hook. Kind of pinch out to make a loop. Wrap it around. Oh, you're tied directly onto braid.
Yeah, I hate braid, but that was my only line at the time.
So pinch out to make a loop, and then go around the hook like 5 times.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then go through the loop on this end and pull it tight on both sides. So you got
cool.
So you got a snell knot. There you go.
Thank you. Just like the time you catch them.
It's good time any time of day to catch them. It's just when they decide to eat, and they decided to wait until pretty much right at sunset to get really active. I caught all 3 of my fish in the last like half hour. Oh, that was a fish. Yeah. I saw my line go really slack, but I never saw a bite. Never saw the doink. Well, you know what? I'd say you caught a future big bass.
Bye. Wait, see you next time.
Yeah, have a good one.
To the
Yeah, no problem. You don't need to apologize for anything. I love helping people fish. And I think that's my cue to leave too, since we've lost almost all daylight. Oh, right on cue. All right, we have got a full stringer. It only took fishing right up until sunset. Don't even know if you guys can see that fish. Yeah, this one is just barely over 8 inches.
That's a keeper.
And let's just take in that nice, beautiful spring sunset here in Oregon before we leave. With a full stringer, just because it's the first time in a while I've actually kept the fish. Well, one thing that's definitely going to take some getting used to is fishing with all this. Yeah, it's the first time in like 15 years I've grown my hair out. Because I like to sing karaoke, and 80s metal is more fun to sing when you have some hair to swing around. So I definitely hope you guys learned something off this video. It's actually what I want to do is make a more educational video around what I call the TroutHammer Method, where it's the 2 rods, and you figure out what they want, either color, scent, action, lean into it. As we did tonight with the power bait ended up having the hot hand for once. Usually it's the lures doing all the heavy lifting. And yeah, once again, the fishing got real hot for about half an hour after about 3 hours of nothing, right before sunset. So yeah, one other thing that's kind of kept me from making videos for a little while is I'm writing a book about everything that happened in my life over the last like 4 years. If you know, you know. I don't want to get into it on my channel. And if you live in the area and don't know who I am, you probably heard it on the news. So I'm spending a lot more time in there and not just editing. But yeah, with the health stuff and, you know, look at this shirt. This shirt, I used to fill this shirt out. Now it's starting to hang off me a little bit. Finally found a way to eat that works for my body. But anyway, I want to know what you guys thought down in the comments below. And if you're new to the channel or you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button down there and the notify bell next to it and click all notifications so you'll be the first to see all the great content that's going to come from this channel. And check out my channel page. I got everything arranged in playlists all ready for you guys for pan fishing, trout fishing, surf fishing, everything you could possibly want to be a more successful fisherman and have more fun fishing. Speaking of riding, that's what I'm going to get to, so I'm going to tell you guys thank you so much for watching, and as always, tips up, tight lines, and have fun fishing.